Warren's unforced errors are amazing because you got to realize there's billionaires watching this the way that you watch the Super Bowl. They watch this the way that you watch the Super Bowl, and they go, I can't believe who is allowing this to happen. This bitch took a DNA test to prove that she was a Native American. It comes back, she's not. Like, no one forced her to do it. No one put a gun in her mouth and forced her to do it. These people, like the guys who own Raytheon and General Dynamics and Boeing, they're all like, what the fuck is this bitch doing? She's throwing the game. And they can't have that. So you got to back a guy like Mayor Pete. Now, Mayor Pete is a cool, cautious, cerebral guy. Hard to put him on the fence. But, spent all his money in Iowa. They wanted a big showing in Iowa. But make no mistake, none of this is an accident. I don't believe that. I don't believe any of this is just happenstance. I think that part of the problem is that people don't yet realize where we're at because the economy is good and people are largely employed, even though not at jobs that they want. The ruling class in this country is losing power. The people are turning against the government. Really, maybe for the first time since the 1960s, are you seeing massive social movements being built where the aim is to upend the social order? People are tired. Donald Trump was a wrecking ball that people threw at the system. They didn't want Hillary. They didn't want Jeb. They don't want Joe Biden. So if you're a billionaire, what are you to do? You have to find somebody that these people are going to coalesce behind. You have to find an Obama. You have to find somebody who is going to have, the gravitas to keep the fucking train running, because otherwise it gets messy. Trump, it's messy. Sanders, it'll be messy. When you have an anti-establishment guy in there that's willing to call out the CIA, call out the FBI, when you're willing to go to those links to totally remake society, starting with your own political party. Trump remade the Republican Party. Sanders will have to remake the Democratic Party. Big Democrat donors are fucking losing their minds. I know somebody who works, in a company where like John Kerry's a partner. And, John Kerry was on the phone the other day. Somebody overheard his conversation. He's like, what, should I run? What are we going to do? Like, these guys are losing their grasp on their party. They're losing their grasp on the country. And you're starting to see, so then they have to fight back. They're not going to go quietly into the night. That's not what having billions. You don't amass billions of dollars by being agreeable. They're not just going to step aside. They're going to have to kick up some dirt. And they're going to do everything they can. They've thrown a lot of shit at Trump. None of it is stuck. Trump is a corrupt guy. He spent years and years. Hold on, Chicago. There's a fucking ambulance in Chicago. Somebody shot in Chicago every 15 minutes. So this is why there's ambulances going on. But they threw everything at Trump. Nothing stuck. Now, maybe when he's out of office, something will stick. I don't know. I have no doubt that there is corrupt dealings that they could unearth. By the way, and I have no doubt if they looked at Obama or Clinton, it's the same fucking thing. Okay? But what are they going to throw at Bernie? So the first thing they threw at Bernie was this kerfuffle in Iowa where an app couldn't tabulate all the votes, and the late reporting precincts all broke for Bernie Sanders. Fuck you. You know what this is. You know what it is. Bernie could have come. If Bernie won Iowa, he might have come out of there not, with a mandate. It might have started to look like the big money or the momentum. He would never have got, he's not going to get the big money, but the momentum, clearly grassroots party activists would all kind of flow to him. They've bought themselves some time now. Now Bernie's going to win New Hampshire. Then the media is going to talk about that New Hampshire doesn't really matter. This is the next thing they're going to do. They're going to be like, well, we always knew he was going to win New Hampshire. It doesn't really matter. We stole Iowa from him. And they're going to hope that he gets beaten in South Carolina or on Super Tuesday. And they're hoping and praying to God. And if by some miracle he gets the nomination and wins, then they're going to do a version of what they're doing to Trump. He's not going to be allowed to govern with a mandate. He's going to be attacked from all sides. You know, they're going to have people in the Democratic Party that are turning on him in the same way that they have Republicans flipping on Trump. This is just what they're going to do. You might hate Trump. You might hate his politics. You might think he's a destructive force in society. All of that you can think is true. You cannot doubt that from the minute he took office, there's been a coordinated campaign from both the media and the intelligence agencies to discredit this presidency. 100%. And if you think it's just Trump, if you think it's not going to be Bernie, you're out of your mind. They just don't want anybody rocking the boat. And they're going to throw scandals at Bernie. They're gonna, back people. They're gonna turn people in his administration against him. They're gonna have people spying. I mean, this is what they've done forever. It's just not gonna change. The problem is it's becoming more obvious. They're getting more desperate. As you get more desperate, when you're a criminal and you get desperate, the crimes become you start grabbing things. The old smash and grab midday. In the middle of a public park, you just fucking grab somebody's pocketbook and run. Why? Because you're desperate. That's not a highly organized criminal activity. You're fucking doing what you can to steal some votes in Iowa from this guy. But it's very interesting to watch happen. The good news for all of us is that corporations have governed the country for a long time. It's really not. The elections, as important as they are, if Mark Zuckerberg stepped down at Facebook, it probably has more of an effect on people's life than the elect for now. But it's gonna ramp up, and you're gonna see just a constant fight until the establishment can get a Mayor Pete in there, until they can put an Obama back in there, until they can get somebody who's fucking just plays the game. It's just gonna keep getting worse. It's gonna keep getting obvious. The media, which is now in 100% shill mode, and I mean to a point where they're telling you your eyes and ears don't work. That's the job of the media now. They come and tell you your eyes and ears don't work. What you just saw isn't happening. It's not happening. What you just heard isn't happening. That's the job of the media. They go, there's nothing to this. These conspiracy. Before there were conspiracy theories about Iowa, people on MSNBC being like, oh, God, there's conspiracy. People think that this shadow app is somehow connected to. I know that Mayor Pete's campaign funded it. A lot of campaigns funded it. And listen, I know a lot of the people that designed the app worked for Hillary Clinton. A lot of people worked for Hillary Clinton. Stop it. Shut up. Eat your Wendy's and go to bed, pig. Stop reading articles. Stop reading Reddit threads and go to bed. Everything's fine. There's no conspiracy here. What are you, Trump? What are you, a Russian? I mean, this is the full-time job of the media right now.